Hi guys, Chelsea here. I have just a long time running manga haul ready to show you, so I hope you're as excited as I am. So let's just jump into it, okay? I don't think I've shown you any of these, but if I have, I apologize. It has been a really long time since I've shown you anything I've bought. Let's just get into it. I have volumes 1 and 2 of Assassin's Creed Dynasty. This is published by Tokyopop, and there are some dings to the spine here. I don't know if you can see that, but bought these brand new. My husband was very interested in them. I have not read them yet, but the art appears to be absolutely stunning. Very pencil looking, like hand-drawn more so than digital, and I really like that kind of thing. Digital can be great, but I honestly prefer hand-drawn looking manga, and this is by these two people. Focus. Those two people right there. Yeah, I can't wait to check these out. These are larger sizes, so the art's going to be nice and big. I'll read you the back of one of them just so you get an idea. In the 14th year of the Tianbao era, and Lushan, a military governor with ties to the Order of the Ancients, leads his elite corps of rebel against the Tang dynasty. Huh, that's interesting. That might be why he liked it, because it's similar to Tang Sudo, the Tang dynasty martial art that he practices, so that might be one of the reasons why he wanted to pick it up. Then we have Assassin's Creed Blade of xiaozen. I know I've probably shown you volume 1, but we also got volume 2 and volume 3. This covers, oh, I already did it backwards. This is 3. This is 2. And this is volume 1. I liked volume 1. I did read it. I might have to reread them because it's been a while, but I like it so far. I think that this is a fun series that we've never gotten a game of, and it's based in China, so I don't know. It's much more interesting than some of the series, I think. And they're bigger. They are kind of expensive at $14.99 for this, but I want to support this series because I think it's interesting, and I wish they would make a game of it, other than that side scroller thing they did. Next, my husband picked out this, and I've already read it. He has not yet. Vagabond, volume 1 of the omnibus. I think there's 3 in here. This is a series about he's not necessarily a samurai, I don't think, but he does use a sword, and him and his friend were survivors of a war, or part of a war, and they get separated because of reasons, and it's just kind of his story. He's kind of a monster. He is just a brutal killer, and the art in this is absolutely stunning, like nothing I've ever seen before. And I'd heard people say this was a good series, but no one really went into why they liked it or what it was about. So I just want to give you like a really quick synopsis, because I didn't know what it was about, and my husband found it and tried it, and it's actually really good. Some of the volumes can be hard to find from what I hear though, so wish us luck. A sword fighter who's a bad A, and he is very brutal with his killings and very physical, and just a lot of fights, a lot of fighting in this. But there's also some sexual tension going on between a few characters. There's an old woman in here who I absolutely hate. She's an awful character. Great written character, just an awful person. And she hates our main character. He's left to die in one part of the book, and it's just really interesting watching him get out of that situation. And there's some really interesting characters within this. I know there's going to be some good growth within this, and I can't wait to continue. Next, I have Karate Survivor in Another World Volume 2. I really enjoyed Volume 1 of this. I don't read isekai really, not on purpose, but I just haven't picked any up. This is the first, I guess, legit isekai I've ever picked up. I'm fairly new to the genre. I watch a lot of Cake Tins, and go subscribe to her if you're interested in isekai or just manga hauls in general. She does some amazing manga hauls, but I like to watch her content because she's very soothing to me. And she didn't necessarily recommend this, I don't think, but I did hear about this from Manga Sloth, and go subscribe to him too if you're not. This is a story about a guy who is isekai'd, I don't want to explain exactly how because they're all slightly different, into another world, and he has karate skills that he's brought over from his past experiences. He has to use them, and there's leveling up and different monsters that he has to fight, and in this one he meets kind of a group that he joins to fight with, and it was really good. I am really liking it. I think my least favorite part of this series is the art. It's not as interesting as some other series, but it's still pretty good. But I do recommend this if you're curious about isekais or if you like karate. That's why I picked it up, because it sounded fun and I wanted to see how realistic it was to the karate. And yeah, it's good. Can't wait for my husband to read it to know what he thinks about it. So this next volume, the cover is a spoiler. So if you've not read Sweat and Soap, skip ahead a little bit, because the cover is just a big old spoiler. But yeah, I've been holding off reading this volume because I did not want it to end. I love this series so much. It is one of the most precious to me series in my collection, and I don't want it to end. I'm gonna be so happy and sad when this is over that I don't want to finish it, but I have to so that I don't forget anything. And I'm definitely keeping it in my collection forever. I'm gonna reread it over and over and over. That's something I really like to do, is to keep something and then like a year or two later read it again, because I've forgotten a few things and it's really fun to just remember all the feelings. But this will be the last time, the first time I get to read this for the first time, and that makes me a little sad, because there's nothing like experiencing something for the first time. And I'm excited to read it, but also sad. Next, I have a couple of adult reads, so if you're not an adult, maybe skip ahead a little bit, or don't read these because they're not for kids, not at all. Please don't read them. I do not recommend. These two, you know what they are if you read these. This is funnier than it sounds. It's not deep. There's nothing to it. This is really good. However, I really am enjoying the actual story in this, if you can believe it's not just adult material. There's actually some story to this third volume. I really, really love Fire in His Fingertips, and I cannot wait for more volumes of this. I think they're getting an anime, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it or not. I need to hear some people talk about it before I decide, because I can't imagine. But I love the manga. Story's great, characters are fun, the smexy times are really good. This one, I laugh the whole time I'm reading these. Both of the volumes I've gotten so far, there's only 2 out, and I can't help but laugh. It's absolutely silly, and the back of it's covered in butts, so I'm gonna try not to show that on camera. It's very graphic. The way that they try to censor the male parts in this is hilarious to me. It's like a bar that's like this thin. You can see everything. There's no censoring. Next, I have a new series I've never tried. Don't Toy With Me, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. I think that's how you say her name, by Nanashi. This is a series that I've heard so many conflicting opinions about, because people don't like that she's a bully, and I was like, I gotta try it. My husband was interested in it. I like that she's a little darker tone and skin, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna read it, and if I hate it, I'll just sell that first volume, never touch it again. And I actually like it. I understand why people don't like it though. She does bully him immensely and torment him, but I hear that it gets softer, and I kind of like that dynamic because it's different. Of course, I wouldn't like it in real life, but it's a manga, and I like something different, so I like it, and it will be cute. I can definitely tell that it's going to be cute. So for now, I will continue. They are a little expensive at $12.95 in America. That's pretty expensive for a thin volume like this, but maybe I can get the rest of them used. That's the hope. Who published this? Vertical. That might be why. You don't see a lot of Vertical manga. But I didn't like it, and the art style is really cute. Let's see if I can find a good page. See, she's adorable. I really like her art. She's super, super cute. And I can't wait to continue. Next, I have another new one, Imakoi, or Imakoi, however you say it. I think it's Ima. Now I'm in Love by Ayuko Hata. These characters are so precious. I love them, and I'm really sad that volume 2 hasn't already come out at my Barnes & Noble, because I have to wait. I did see some people, the second one came out early, so they've been picking up, and I'm really, really jealous. But I love this volume. It's about a guy who looks super tough, and he's actually a little softy, sort of, and he's huge. He's just a big, broad, giant guy, and the girl, she seems pretty normal, and they kind of just start dating, and it's super cute. I love reading about them. They've already been established, so day one they're together, or day one of volume one, not day one. And I just think that this is going to be different. I wonder how many volumes it's going to be, but it's Shoujo Beat. I don't have a ton of Shoujo Beat on my shelves. I would love more, but I like the art style. The guy is so adorable, and I like how he's just this big, brute, strong guy who's super sweet and kind of himbo-y. I think they even call him a himbo in this. And if you like himbos, I recommend it. Next, I have one of my favorite series going on at the moment. That is Life Lessons with Uramichi Oniisan. This is volume 3, which has volumes 5 and 6 within it. These are omnibus twofers. And I love him. I love this series. I need more of it. I need it faster. It doesn't release fast enough in my personal opinion, but I love it. The anime is hilarious. This is so good. If you're curious, check out the anime, because this might be a big commitment for you. They are $17.99 a piece. I tend to get them Right Stuff or Amazon price if I pre-order them, a little bit cheaper than that, but not by much. They're kind of expensive, but you do get 2 for 1, so you know. Very, very good, high quality print. Absolutely love it. Kodansha actually is doing a good job with this release. I think it looks great, and it's hilarious, very funny, some sweet moments within it as well. Next, I have 2 volumes of Living Room Matsunaga-san by Keiko Iwashita, or however you say their name. Sorry. I like these covers. They're very pretty, and I like the series. I know it's controversial to some people, but I genuinely like it. I think that it might have something interesting to say at the end, and I think it just ended, maybe. I'm not quite sure. If you know in the comments, let me know, and I want to see how it ends, but I like it. I think I'm going to continue it to the very end. A Sign of Affection, that's the next one I got, by Sue Morishita. This is a writing and artist duo. I love Shortcut Cake by them. This one is amazing also. Some people really love this one more because it is an older couple. The girl here, she is deaf, and she speaks sign language to this guy who they're dating now. Spoiler, but it's kind of obvious, honestly. And he's super handsome. He's bilingual. He knows multiple languages, not just 2. And he's trying to learn sign language with her, so they help each other learn, and they seem to be in love. I don't know what's going to happen to give conflict to this series, because right now it's just perfect. Like, everything is just perfect. There's been like one little conflict, but it was solved very quickly. So I'm very curious how long this is going to go, or what's going to happen. Like, where is this going to take them? Are they going to travel together, or are they going to break up? Like, what is going to happen here? I don't know if this is going to be a happy story or a sad story, but so far it's really sweet, and I love it, and I can't wait to read more. The next thing I have is volume 3, and I forgot I had this one too. Volume 4 of A Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow. This is, they're both crying, you can tell. But it's so cute. It's just these 2 girls who are blossoming into teenagers, and I think they're falling in love with each other. I think that's kind of what this is supposed to be, like a very light Yuri type story, but they're just friends for now, and it's so sweet. I love it. I think that they are so sweet and precious and kind to each other, and any problems they have, they've talked about it eventually with each other and figured it out. But it's just full of emotion, full of sweetness, and fish. I like the tropical fish wildlife that is within this. That's also a reason that I really, really am enjoying it. But yeah, I haven't read this one yet, so I'm excited to continue that. Next, I have volume 6 of Those Not So Sweet Boys by Yoko Nogiri. This is a continuation of the longest series by Yoko Nogiri, at least in English, and it's interesting. I think I heard there's only one more volume of this, 1 or 2. If you know, let me know. I have just heard that rumor. I'm not sure who said it, but I'm a little sad because I feel like it either should have ended sooner or it should just keep going. I feel like this could be a little bit longer than 7 volumes. So I don't know how they're going to wrap that up. Yoko Nogiri series tend to be real short and sweet, and sometimes feel that way, like they could have kept going. If I don't feel bad about the ending, then I'm okay with that. I can handle a open ending to a story. And I do really like this one. I think that it has some things to say that are a little bit deeper than the last 2 series that they've published. So I do recommend this if you're interested. It gives me a little bit of Fruits Basket vibes, and it's just so cute. I really like it. Next, I foolishly picked up volume 1 of Yona of the Dawn. I say foolishly because they're so hard to find, the early volumes right now. I read that they're going to do another reprint of the early volumes, so hopefully I don't miss out on that. I could go ahead and pre-order them just so I don't miss out, and I might just do that. Do like 2 through 10 or something, because the rest of them I've seen in stores physically and online fairly easily to get. It's like in its 20s and 30s right now being published in English, and those are easy to find, but these early ones are hard to find, and I happened to find volume 1, so I just grabbed it. Some people are reselling volume 2 for like $70, and I just refuse to pay that price because that's stupid. It's going to be reprinted. This is a good series that is very popular, and I understand why now. This is really fun. I've watched maybe an episode of the anime, and it was okay. I think the voice acting wasn't my favorite, but I love the manga. Can't wait to continue it. I am excited to have a long series to start. I just hope that I can get a hold of the next few volumes next time they're published. Next, I have volumes 1 through 5 of Mint Chocolate. This is by Mami Orikasa, however you say their name. That's volume 1, volume 2, 3, 4, and this one I haven't read yet, but volume 5. I don't know how long this one's going to be. I heard that it was going to be pretty short too, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments, because I'm obviously uneducated in how many volumes a series is going to be before it's finished. I usually don't know until I get to the last volume and it's like final volume. But yeah, it's really good. I like the tropes in it. I think that some people will have a problem with the step sibling thing, but they just now moved in together. They liked each other before they moved in together. So I don't think it's weird. They're not blood related whatsoever. Fight me, I don't care. And also they haven't really done anything, so to each their own, I guess. But I like it. I think it's cute and it's different. I like different, even if it's not necessarily something that everyone's going to be into. I'm into different shoujo. I like when people experiment and try new things, and it's really good. Try it out. Next, I have volume 4 and volume 5 of Mao by Rumiko Takahashi. Absolutely stunning series. And if I'm being honest, I think I like it more than Inuyasha. I haven't finished Inuyasha yet, so don't come for me. It is one of the most important series to me, at least the anime is. And I'm in a point at the manga where I have not watched, so I'm learning a lot of new things. I guess I'd never finished it. I thought I had. I'm way behind. And this is really, really good. I think that Rumiko Takahashi has some real good hits when she hits the genres that I like. And this fantasy, it's in the Taisho era. It's so good. I love all of the characters. I think that it's a little horror. It reminds me kind of Mermaid Saga vibes within points of it. So I love it. It's only rated, oh, it's rated older teen. Okay, that makes sense. It's actually fantastic. I highly recommend it. I haven't read volume 5 yet, but it's so good so far. And last but not least, I have the omnibus of Inuyasha volume 11, which has 3 within it. I just can't remember which volumes it is. But if you do the math, it's probably in the 50s if I had to guess, and it's probably in the 30s, I think. I don't know, math, but it's really good. I'm liking it. I'm at a point where I did not watch any anime, at least I think so. If I did watch it, it was a long time ago and I don't remember, because I might have watched it just once. And everything is wonderful about this. It's fantastic. Please check out Rumiko Takahashi's work if you have not. I'm very surprised every single day that I'm on YouTube that I see other YouTubers who have never read Rumiko Takahashi. What are you doing? I understand if you're new to manga and you've never heard of them or heard of her or whatever, I get it. But if you have been reading manga for a few years and you have never picked up a single Rumiko Takahashi, please do yourself a favor. I don't know which one to tell you to pick up first because they're all great. Depends on if you're into comedy, romance, fantasy, horror, like whatever genre you're in, there's probably something for you from Miku Takahashi. But they're all very similar in the feeling you get, I guess, if I had to say that myself. But I love all of them. Mao is really good, so maybe that would be a good first one. But yeah, that's all that I have. I have this big stack here. I'll have to count how many there were. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.